Heya Cryptozens, it's 10 p.m. Pacific time. My name is Nikodemus, and welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter, where we take a nightly look at the crypto, NFT, and metaverse space. And keep in mind, nothing in this show should ever be considered financial advice. And here we are on a Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. And let's start with some domestic news. Hester Peirce of the Securities and Exchange Commission said that the crypto industry should remember what crypto is all about after having a difficult year. In a speech, she discussed the lessons to be learned from the issues that the industry faced in 2022, which she called a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad year. Peirce believes that technology takes time to develop and often needs to combine with other innovations to reach its full potential. She emphasized that the crypto industry should not focus on making quick profits by manipulating prices and selling tokens to others. She reminded the industry that crypto is all about solving a trust problem and how people can interact and transact with other people. She also mentioned that new technologies like cryptography, blockchain, and zero-knowledge proofs are providing new ways to solve this problem instead of relying on traditional intermediaries or the government. The commissioner also encouraged people who believe in crypto's future to take action to eliminate bad practices and to promote good behavior within the industry, rather than waiting for regulators to fix problems. She also said that builders of the technology and not regulators are primarily the ones responsible for developing crypto's value proposition. She noted that regulators lack the technical expertise and are often on the periphery of the industry. Last year was a difficult year for people in the crypto industry. However, despite the challenges, the industry was able to accomplish some positive things. If nothing else, it demonstrated its ability to withstand market challenges, which could lead to a stronger foundation. In the UK, some officials are unsure if retail investors like you and me, if we should be banned from buying, selling, and trading derivatives and exchange-traded notes related to crypto. A committee believes that this ban, put in place by the Financial Conduct Authority in 2021, is not necessary. As a result of the ban, companies can no longer offer crypto-related products such as futures, options, and ETNs to regular customers. The FCA banned all crypto derivatives for retail investors, even though almost all of the people who responded to the FCA survey said the ban wasn't fair. Something like 97%. They said retail investors can handle the risks and understand the value of these products. An advisory board sponsored by the government, the Regulatory Policy Committee, RPC, also spoke out against the ban on January 23rd. The RPC studied the ban and found that it would lead to losses of about $333 million each year. The RPC also said that the FCA did not explain clearly why the ban is needed and did not provide enough information on how it made its decision. So the RPC rated the ban as not useful. The RPC's negative report does not automatically change the ban, but it may show the FCA and the government that they have different ideas about how to approach regulating this area. British financial authorities took steps last year to support the growth of the industry. For example, they allowed certain digital assets to be included in a list of investments that are exempt from certain regulations. And we have a ridiculous amount of CBDC alerts. Sticking with the UK for a moment, if you were to go to LinkedIn, you would see that the UK Treasury is looking for a new employee. They're looking for someone to lead their work on a digital pound. This person would be in charge of a UK central bank digital currency. The person in charge of the digital pound will lead a team from the UK Treasury and work with the Bank of England on the government's plan for that digital pound. This role will be part of the existing payments and fintech team and is different from the current role for digital currencies. In November, an official from the Bank of England said that the situation with FTX showed the need for a digital pound. Many countries are thinking about their own digital currency. A survey showed that 2/3 of central banks plan to deliver a digital currency within 10 years. Some countries have already created a digital currency, like the Bahamas, Nigeria, Eastern Caribbean, and Jamaica. China is also ahead of many other countries in developing their own central bank digital currency. Case in point, Saudi Arabia. The Central Bank of Saudi Arabia has announced that they will continue experimenting with the potential implementation of a CBDC. They're focusing on research for wholesale uses of a CBDC, working with local banks and fintech companies. Now remember, a wholesale version of a central bank digital currency exists to move money from financial institution to financial institution, moving money between banks and the government, things like that. It's not the kind of currency that you'd use to pay for your eggs at the grocery store. And so the Central Bank of Saudi Arabia said that the project aligns with other central banks' efforts on CBDCs worldwide. They said it's part of the bank's ongoing research and experimentation on CBDCs. They are specifically looking into the economic impact, market readiness, and potential uses of a CBDC-based payment solution. The bank said that their CBDC experimentation is only in the first phase. They will review policy, legal, and regulatory considerations before moving on to the next phase. This aligns with the nation's Vision 2030. The governor of the bank, Fahad Al-Mabruk, said that local banks and payment companies will be important in the project's implementation. He said that the bank has been in discussion with local banks, fintechs, and other market players throughout the CBDC development so far. The European Commission will release their plan for a digital euro and the metaverse in May. They might need new laws to make sure that the digital euro is seen as real money and to stop illegal activities like money laundering. The EU's Financial Services Commissioner, Mairead McGuinness, said that the new laws will be needed to create a digital euro. She said it would be bad if Europe waited too long to make a plan and then had to rush things. The bill for the digital euro will be released on May 24th. It's up to the European Parliament and other EU countries to decide on details like the technology to be used for the digital euro. That said, the people who make the laws and need to approve the digital euro proposal are not sold on that idea yet. They're asking questions like, what's the point of a digital euro if it doesn't do anything new? And how does it use new technology like the blockchain? On May 3rd, there will be another plan released for virtual worlds. This plan will be led by Margrethe Vestager, who is a EU Commissioner for Competition and Digital Issues. This plan will probably not suggest new laws. Some of the people working with Vestager have said that they are worried that big companies may take over the metaverse and hurt competition. A company based in Hong Kong called Red Date Technology has created a new digital payment system called Universal Digital Payment Network, UDPN. The aim of this system is to connect stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. The company launched UDPN during a meeting of the World Economic Forum in January 2023 in Davos, Switzerland. Two other companies, GFT Technologies and Toco from DLA Piper, are also involved in the development of UDPN. UDPN is a distributed ledger technology platform that is similar to the SWIFT network, which is used by banks. However, UDPN is specifically designed for stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. It will create a standard way of exchanging information between different systems. Some big banks are testing UDPN network in cross-border transfers and swaps, according to a January 19th press release. This press release did not mention the names of the banks, but some of the banks that were represented on the panel during the launch of UDPN in Davos were Deutsche Bank, HSBC, Standard Chartered, and the Bank of East Asia. It wasn't mentioned which stablecoins will be used in the testing. According to the network's white paper, it only accepts digital currencies from central banks and regulated stablecoins as payment methods. That means it will not accept unregulated cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. 8 more tests are planned to be done on the network, which includes issuing and circulating a CBDC and a bank-issued stablecoin using UDPN as a payment method for online shopping. UDPN has been under development by Red Date for almost 2 years. Before launching this system, the company was working on a national blockchain project in China called Blockchain Service Network, or BSN. A plan was posted on January 15, 2021 by BSN, which stated that it aims to change the current payment and circulation method, allowing a standard way of transferring digital currency and making payments in any system. The recent white paper doesn't mention Red Date's involvement in the National Blockchain Project of China, nor the development of a digital currency. A spokesperson for the project said there's no connection between BSN and UDPN. The difference, they said, is that UDPN is decentralized. Last June, RedDate's CEO called cryptocurrencies the biggest Ponzi scheme in human history. I guess there's no accounting for taste. Now, going back to the EU, European Parliament lawmakers have suggested using taxes on cryptocurrency to pay for European Union's yearly budget of 170 billion euros. The options for the taxes include charging on profits made by investors, taxes on buying and selling, and taxes on the process of creating new crypto. The report, written by French and Portuguese lawmakers, suggests creating a tax on cryptocurrency in Europe. The money from this tax would go towards the European budget. The report also states that it's better to tax and regulate cryptocurrency at the EU level as they're mobile and can be used across borders. In December, the European Commission proposed new rules for sharing information about cryptocurrency investments between tax authorities. However, the decision on what and how much to tax is still left to individual governments. Other members of the committee have a deadline of February 2nd to suggest changes to the report. However, the European Parliament has limited influence on tax laws, which are usually made by the finance ministers of the 27 European countries, who must all then agree. One member of the European Central Bank, Fabio Panetta, has said that taxes could be used to cover the environmental impact of cryptocurrency, specifically the energy used in mining Bitcoin. The lawmakers are also considering taxes on company profits, imports with high carbon emissions, and financial transactions to fund the European Union budget. The budget is currently mostly paid for by individual countries and is used for things like farming support and regional investments. The Central African Republic established a group of 15 people to make a law about using digital currencies and tokenization. The president of the republic thinks that cryptocurrencies can remove financial obstacles in the country. He wants to make it easy for businesses to use them by having a legal structure in place. The government's main goal is to improve the country's economy. And so a group of 15 people from 5 different government departments in the republic was created to make a law about using digital currencies. They're working together to make a legal structure that would allow cryptocurrencies to be used in the republic and to help improve the country's economy. This group involves experts from the Ministry of Mines and Geology, Ministry of Waters, Forest Hunting and Fishing, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, and Ministry of Justice, Promotion of Human Rights, and Good Governance. Nigeria's Roku Digital Currency Exchange got a license to operate in the European Economic Area after waiting for 2 years. Their CEO said that people from Africa send $5 billion back home to their families, but the current way of handling remittances is way too slow. He said, quote, "It makes a lot of sense to solve this problem by using crypto as the vehicle. Crypto is a faster and cheaper route that can bridge the gap and reduce fees in moving money globally. This is the core problem that we want to solve." A law firm filed a lawsuit against Digital Currency Group and its CEO, Barry Silbert, on behalf of individuals and groups who borrowed digital assets from a subsidiary of DCG. The lawsuit claims that the subsidiary broke securities laws by lending assets without proper registration. The law firm has filed other major lawsuits in the industry before. The lawsuit claims that the subsidiary, Genesis, committed fraud by making false statements to people who borrowed or were considering borrowing digital assets. The firm claims that Genesis lied about its financial situation in order to get people to lend them assets and to keep people from taking back their money. They say that this broke the law in the Securities Exchange Act. Now, Digital Currency Group is a company that works with digital assets and blockchain technology. It owns several subsidiaries like Genesis, Grayscale Investments, Foundry, and CoinDesk. The CEO, Barry Silbert, owns a large share of the company and is also chairman of the board. Genesis, a subsidiary of Digital Currency Group, filed for bankruptcy recently and halted withdrawals from November 16th due to a bear market in cryptocurrency. Gemini, a cryptocurrency trading platform owned by the Winklevoss brothers, is owed a lot of money by Genesis. The Winklevoss brothers have stated that they plan to take legal action against Digital Currency Group, its CEO, and anyone else who they believe is responsible for the fraud. It's unclear if they're a part of the current lawsuit. The law firm has not commented on this. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you stop listening, I will stop talking. We'll see you tomorrow night.